Well, ladies and gentlemen, girls and boys, it's time to turn it to Rodeo Festival. The Federation Rodeo Challenge is about to get underway, and to take us through all the action, the man, the legend, Mr. Jake Smith.
Well, good evening, Sydney, and welcome to round number 5 of our Wrangler Federation Rodeo Challenge for the season of 2022. Over the next 60 minutes, you are going to witness Australia's toughest cowboys as they do battle with Australia's toughest rodeo stock as they ride off here in Australia's richest rodeo for round number 5. But before we commence our professional rodeo entertainment, we will be performing the Australian National Anthem. So boys and girls, ladies and gentlemen, if you could please be upstanding. And it gives me great pleasure to welcome to the microphone here tonight, performing the Australian National Anthem, the lovely Miss Paige Peters. Well, what a beautiful rendition of our Australian National Anthem. Hey, Sydney, we've got one question for you tonight on this beautiful Easter Monday. Are you ready to rodeo? Well, it gives me great pleasure to welcome into the arena here tonight our Wrangler pickup team, ladies and gentlemen, the best men in the business. This is Peter and David Kelly. Well, we see here tonight we have Peter Kelly on the black horse called Rewind, and brother David here tonight riding Jack, the grey horse. Our first man out tonight, this is Brendan Zappa from Willow Tree here in New South Wales. This is the bareback riding, the most physical and demanding event on the cowboy's body. You'll see why very shortly. And the first horse he's drawn here tonight, this is Sugarland. Well, Brendan Zappa, unfortunately here last night, he was bucked off. You've got to ride the horse for 8 seconds. Our two rodeo judges, Mr. Dale Carter and Robert Bandy, are our official judges. The first man, Brendan Zappa. Well, the Willow Tree native has got him done here tonight, Sydney, and he loves to hear the sounds from the crowd. Both judges have 50 points at their disposal. They'll mark the cowboy 1 to 25 for his riding style, and a further 1 to 25 for the bucking style to degree of difficulty, how high the horse kicks, how much hang time it has, and we will get an official score out of 100 points. Once again, this is our Wrangler Federation Rodeo Challenge 5th round. Well, we have a score of 68.5 points here tonight to open up our bareback riding. Well, the arena's clear as we're getting set to go to a man that was born and bred in Western Australia. Nowadays, he resides at Walker here in the New England of New South Wales. His lovely wife, Christy, and son, Cliffy, down to see him ride in this year's rodeo. This is Jared Oversby and Wrangler's Cowboy Kiss. the pretty paint mare from the Gill Brothers Rodeo Company. Well, there it is, folks. That's what you got to do. You got to ride him for 8. And Jared Oversby. He can hear you now, Sydney. How about you show your appreciation? And once again, we welcome back here tonight our rodeo producers, the Gill Brothers Rodeo Company, now in the 7th generation of their show and rodeo business. Bringing us the horses and bulls in the championship you see here tonight, and that was Wrangler's Cowboy Kiss and Jared Oversby. And we have a score of 78.5 points, new leading score. Well, we're getting set to move down to the left-hand delivery. This time we're going to go to Jared McCain. Well, if you were here with us last night, here was the man that won it all. He was 80 points. He's from Wodonga in Victoria. The horse that he has drawn here tonight called Swamp Rose. Well, earlier on in our Federation Rodeo Challenge, they won a round on this particular mare. And Jared McCain was the 2021 Australian bareback riding champion. I want you to take particular notice of this man's feet. He's quick, he's crisp, and he is sharp. He'll set his Wrangler boots at the horse's shoulder first jump into the arena. That's what they call the mark out. You must do that. Hold your boots there for the first 2 jumps to get a score to start with. Then you'll look to beat the horse's front feet to the ground. He'll then bring his Wrangler boots right up to the handhold, where his hand is, from the point of the horse's shoulder up and down. Set your feet, roll them up. Set your feet, roll them up. It's showtime here at the Sydney Royal Easter Show. And the current Australian champion, Jared McCain and Swamp Rose. Well, that's what it's all about, Sydney. He's a shearer. Believe it or not, he's a shearer when he's not competing in the rodeo competition. Watch that man set his feet, roll them up. Hey, Sydney, how about it for the Wodonga Victorian Cowboy? Well, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, survey says 88 championship points. How about it? Well, we're blasting them apart here tonight in our Wrangler Federation Rodeo Challenge as we move to shoot 2. Lucas Wilkinson is climbing aboard the Tumut Rodeo Club, Wishing Well. That's the name of the horse that he has drawn here tonight. This cowboy comes to us from Stanthorpe, here on the New South Wales-Queensland border. Unfortunately, last night, Wilkinson was bucked off, did not receive a score. So he's looking to ride his horse here tonight to try and win some money into the back of his Wrangler jeans here tonight. All the best to this champion cowboy from Stanthorpe that has qualified to compete here in Australia's richest and most prestigious rodeo, the Wrangler Federation Rodeo Challenge. Well, he spent half the ride, ladies and gentlemen, right into his hand here tonight as Peter Kelly will move in and put him on the arena surface. The cowboy from Stanthorpe, Lucas Wilkinson, gets the job done here tonight. Well, thank you very much, Sydney, for that wonderful round of applause. These cowboys certainly appreciate your great round of applause in the crowds here tonight as we will wait for the score to come through. As we said, a score out of a possible 100 points. We're going to score a 70 points here tonight for the Stanthorpe Cowboys, 7-0. Well, Wrangler, our sponsor of our Wrangler Federation Rodeo Challenge. They're the biggest Western clothing company in the world. Folks, if you are looking in the market for new clothing, Western clothing apparel, look no further than Wrangler. Visit their website, Wrangler Western, and they will dress you from head to toe. Well, I have here with me, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, here in our Wrangler Federation Rodeo Arena, Jared McCain. Jared, 88 championship points. It's taking you to the lead in the win here tonight in our bareback riding. You're 2 for 2 in Sydney. How good?
Yeah, it's unbeatable, eh? It's good fun being here.
Tell me, what an outstanding horse Swamp Rose here tonight from the Gill Brothers Rodeo Company.
Yeah, she's always fun. I've been on her a couple of times now and always have a ball.
Well, Jared, you won the Australian title in 2021. There's no bigger title you can win in your chosen event. And no doubt that complete here tomorrow night, round number 6 of our Federation Rodeo Challenge, and then you'll be looking to try and go back-to-back here in 2022.
Yeah, it'd be pretty cool. It's a pretty big rodeo. It's good to have one under my belt, let alone 2. It'd be cool.
Well, I tell you what, Jared, how good is it to ride in front of this wonderful crowd here tonight?
We appreciate you coming and getting loud. Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, give him a big round of applause, the champion here tonight of our Wrangler Federation Rodeo bareback riding, Jared McCain from Wodonga in Victoria, 88 points. Well, we're going to a different kind of horsepower right now. We're going to the steer wrestling. Well, the steer wrestling event is where these guys will leap off the back of their galloping horse onto the back of the steer. They've got to take him by his horns and lay him down on his side. It's quite simple. The fastest time will be the winner here tonight. Last night, we had a time of 4.4 seconds that won the championship. That was Glenn Chape from Corinda here in Western New South Wales. Won it all last night. Our first man tonight is Dion McKilrick from out there in the Central West here in New South Wales of Parks. Works as a tyre fitter in the coal mining industry. Well, he'll be looking to set the pace. He is the first man out, looking to get the ball rolling, so to speak. Now, Wrangler Federation steer wrestling event. These cowboys choose to ride the Australian quarter horse. They are the fastest horse on earth. Over 250 metres. Let's see what the Parks New South Wales cowboy can do. Well, as you can see here tonight, not quite in the position that he was hoping to be in. And he thought he's not going to hurt himself. He's not going to wreck a horse here tonight. He elects to bow out, folks, unfortunately, in no time for Dion McKilrick here in the 5th round of the Wrangler Federation Rodeo Challenge. Well, we speak about steer wrestling as a big men event of rodeo. Well, it's quite the opposite. It's all about technique. And our next man is probably the smallest of our steer wrestlers here tonight. This is Brian Bay. Well, we welcome Brian back for his 2nd ever appearance at the Sydney Royal Easter Show. He competed with us here in 2021. Brian Bay, the livestock carrier, runs his own livestock trucking business from out there at Camden. One of the quiet-spoken cowboys on the Australian rodeo circuit. When he speaks, you better be listening because he won't tell you twice. He's drawn himself a blue roan steer here tonight, the beautiful coloured blue roan steer. They've been successful so far in our Wrangler Federation Rodeo Challenge on this steer. The computer drawer has elected this steer's ear tag, and that's what's been matched up beside Brian Bay's name here tonight. Now, right now, he is just trying to get his horse into position to stand him into the back corner of that time event box. We see a waist-height rope placed at the front of the box. That's what's the barrier. That allows the steer a mandatory 10-foot head start. The cowboy creeps forward. He will have a broken barrier. Brian Bay, he's going to take a run at him tonight, boys and girls. Come on, Brian, power and strength. Well, that's a great effort. That's a great effort. He was never quite into the position he wanted to hope to be in, but he cowboyed up here tonight. Good on you, Brian, and we have a time of 9.06 seconds for Brian Bay. Yes, we spoke about just before that run, we talk about that waist-height rope. That's a barrier. Now, if the cowboy doesn't allow the steer the 10-foot head start, he will receive a plus 10-second penalty to his official time. Now, that will take them out of the competition, receiving that 10-second speeding fine, so to speak. But all good at the barrier for Brian Bay here tonight. Well, as he makes his way into the Wrangler time event box, this is Glenn Chape. He won it all here in 2021. He won it all here last night with a time of 4.4 seconds. The horse that he rides is a horse that he calls Brody. We talk about the second man on the horse, that's the Hazer. They keep the steer running in a forward motion. And it's Joel Mansell's his Hazer tonight from Goulburn. The Corinda, Western New South Wales Cowboy. Well, he always steps up on the big stage at the Sydney Royal Easter Show. And Glenn, we have a time of 4.5 seconds. How about it, Sydney? Glenn Shape. Well, when you're hot, 4 and 5. Looking to back up after his championship here last night. But we're going to go to the rookie cowboy, Jake Juni. The man from Tumut here in New South Wales, the famous rodeo town of Tumut. Well, how can you not back a guy that's on a grey horse, because this guy, he is quick and he is slick, and this grey horse gives them a great run each and every time. Behaved here tonight by Sandra Martin, as we said. The Hazer plays a very, very important role. They keep that steer running a true straight hard line. If the steer veers to the right, Sandra will just show the steer the horse's inside shoulder to keep them on that straight track. A lot of things have got to happen. You've got three minds in the steer wrestling: the cowboy, the horse, and the steer. Let's go, Tumut Cowboy. Well, he even got a kick in the head for his efforts here tonight, folks. How about we pick him up with a round of applause? It might make him feel just that little bit better. That is Jake Juni, the cowboy from Tumut. Unfortunately, no time here tonight. Well, we still do have a big section of steer wrestling. We've still got a couple of guys still remaining, so it's anybody's competition. 4.5 seconds as we look to the scoreboard here tonight. Glenn Shape is still the man that is leading the competition. In our Wrangler Federation Rodeo Challenge, Wrangler, the biggest Western clothing company in the world. And we'd like to also say a very big cheerio here tonight to Thomas Cook and Wrangler Australia Managing Directors, Murray and Sue Cook, who can't be with us here this week in Sydney, but they're back at home watching in Melbourne on the live stream, as our Wrangler Federation Rodeo Challenge has been live streamed right around the world. So a very big hello to our Thomas Cook and Wrangler Australian Managing Directors, Murray and Sue Cook, and also a big hello and warm welcome to all of our live stream viewers right around the country. And it's great to welcome young Lachlan Cook, who is representing Thomas Cook and Wrangler here with us in our Federation Rodeo Challenge here tonight, and his lovely partner Nina. So great to have you with us. As we are getting set to go to our next event on the program here tonight, this will be the saddle bronc riding, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. As we welcome back into the arena here tonight, our Wrangler pickup team, of course, Peter and David Kelly. Well, the saddle bronc riding a little bit different to the bareback riding. These guys will ride in an international approved rodeo saddle. You can see Jaden Blacker, our first cowboy, climbing aboard his horse. He'll place his feet in the stirrups, or as they call in rodeo terms, the oxbow. Now, once again, the cowboy will look to get in sync with the horse, spurring the horse from the horse's shoulder blade right back through the back of the saddle. The mark-out ruling applies in this event too. He's got to place the heels of his Wrangler boots at the point of the horse's shoulder, first jump into the arena to start his ride. If they don't do that, it'll be a rider disqualification. Blacker, Jaden Blacker from Tamworth, Victoria's Secret is the bay mare that he has drawn here tonight from the Gill Brothers Rodeo Company. Jaden Blacker last night was bucked off. He currently sits number 2 for the national title, and this is a great mare, a brilliant mare, Victoria's Secret. Well, he got his spurring lick here tonight, folks. And Peter Kelly, the Australian Pickup Man of the Year, puts him on the arena surface. How about it, Sydney? Give that big Tamworth cowboy from the country music capital of Australia, up there in the northwest of New South Wales, Tamworth, Jaden Blacker and Victoria's Secret. Remember, the higher they jump, the better the buck, the better the cowboy rides, the higher the score will be. We're not here to buck them off. We're here for those guys to combine with the horse and put a great score together. As we look at the numbers here tonight, 73.5 points. 73.5 for Jaden Blacker. Well, Ben Rasmussen will be our next man. And Ben Rasmussen here tonight from Nevertire here in the western part of New South Wales, and he has drawn Whiskey Boy. Well, here is the matchup, boys and girls, ladies and gentlemen, here in the 5th round of our Wrangler Federation Rodeo Challenge. Whiskey Boy, the cowboy called Rasmussen. Let's go. He's got the 90-point kicker. Well, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, the 90-point kicker there tonight, Whiskey Boy. I tell you what, the cowboy called Rasmussen, he's only a rookie, but folks, I tell you what, he gave his utmost here tonight. But that horse, Whiskey Boy, campaigned by the Gill Brothers Rodeo Company, owned by Mr. Trevor Nash out of Cassilis here in Central West New South Wales, has bucked at all the major rodeos in the country, and he keeps turning up each and every time. The winks of the Australian rodeo arena, too good for the cowboy called Rasmussen. Well, it is Group 1 saddle bronc riding here tonight, believe you me, as we're getting set to go to Brad Pearce, an Australian saddle bronc riding champion. Well, we'll have to get a jockey for him, ladies and gentlemen. We might get a score from our 2 professional rodeo judges, but we need a rider on his back. Our pickup riders take control, Peter and David Kelly. Peter Kelly here tonight riding that great bay horse. A bay horse that he calls Kevy, sired by Warrenbri Wrangler. David Kelly, brother, rides a great bay horse called Credit, who is sired by One More Playboy. Well, as we said, we've got a great matchup coming up very, very shortly here in the saddle bronc riding. Right now, it's 73.5 points set by Jaden Blacker. That is leading the competition. Last night, Ben Lees from Denman here in New South Wales put together 77.5 points to win the championship. The Wrangler Federation Rodeo Challenge presented here at this year's Sydney Royal Easter Show. And to find out more about Wrangler, hop on their website, Wrangler Western, to make your purchase on all your wonderful Western apparel equipment. From your head right through to your toes, Wrangler can deck you out in the best Western apparel that is available in the world. Well, as we said, our 2 professional rodeo judges, both past Australian champions that have been chosen to judge our Wrangler Federation Rodeo Challenge, Dale Carter and Robert Bandy. Brad Pearce from Tooma, New South Wales. Wranglers moves like Jagger. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, this is going to be a great matchup. Pearce and the Australian bucking horse of the year, Wranglers moves like Jagger. Well, he's done it. You know that guy there, he is a 3rd generation Australian champion. His grandfather, John Pearce, was an Australian champion. His father, Jim Pearce, was an Australian champion. And that guy is an Australian champion. Now, he has taken the hard way down. He's been injured here tonight when he has been dislodged off Wranglers moves like Jagger. But, folks, we can't fix him up physically, but we can fix him up emotionally with a big round of applause. How about it, Sydney? For the cowboy from Tooma, Brad Pearce. Well, Brad, this might make you feel just a little bit better, sir. 79 points. Brand new leader. Well, now we are going to move to Tim Hammond, the man from Tumbarumba here in New South Wales. And tonight he is matched up with the Tumut Rodeo Club's horse, Turn Me Loose. Well, here is another one of these outstanding matchups here in round number 5 of our Wrangler Federation Rodeo Challenge. Now the Australian title has eluded this cowboy over the past couple of years, but he is looking to cement his name in the history books for the season of 2022 and winning his first Australian title. These guys travel the length and breadth of the country. And you can see on the big screen, he is just trying to tighten his girth up there to make sure all his equipment is right for a wild 8-second ride. You watch David Kelly, one of our pickup riders. He rides his horse forward just to keep this horse nice and calm in the rodeo chute. Now, these guys, they're not looking to waste any time. They want to quickly get on the back of the horse, make sure everything's right, and nod their head They're surrounded by steel in those rodeo chutes. It can be a very, very dangerous place. Now, Brad Pearce, our previous saddle bronc rider, he is on the back of the chute in the blue shirt, helping his good friend Tim Hemmon. Now, rodeo is very much an individual event, but these guys, they're great mates. They travel the length and breadth of the country together. Let's see what Tim Hemmon can do. Well, not the start that he was hoping for here tonight, boys and girls. Tim Hemmon, the Tumbarumba Cowboy. Here in round number 5 of our Wrangler Federation Rodeo Challenge. Well, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, do you think Tim Hemmon deserves another horse here tonight? Hey, come on, you can be louder than that. Do you think he deserves another horse? Well, Dale Carter and Robert Bandy, they agree with you. Well, he gets to try one more time here tonight. Well, here is the winner from the saddle bronc riding last night. Ben Lees from Denman here in New South Wales. And High Gains Cajun Man, the grey horse from the Gill Brothers Rodeo Company. And ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, Ben Lees knows he has his hands full and he has been put on a good one here tonight. Now this horse, sometimes he can take a big lunge out of those rodeo chutes. But boy, oh boy, if Ben can get in sync with this wonderful grey horse tonight, we could see some massive numbers. 79 points as the competition stands at the moment are the numbers that he is looking to surpass to take the lead here in round 5 of the Wrangler Federation Rodeo Challenge. Here is another horse that has been bucked at all the major rodeos in the country, and each and every time he enters the Australian Rodeo Arena, he gives it 120% try. Two great champions. That is the combination we need here tonight to decide our champion for round number 5. Ben Lees with all the experience. Cajun Man, High Gains Cajun Man with all the experience and toughness that makes a great horse. Watch this combination. Well, the 90-point kicker, ladies and gentlemen. And once again, Peter Kelly puts him on the arena surface. How about it, Sydney's a New South Wales Cowboy? Yes, sir, High Gains Cajun Man. Under the great lights here at the Sydney Royal Easter Show. And we have a score of 78 points in the second monies here tonight, Ben. 78 points. Now we go to our next competitor. This is Tom Kerr. He turned up here 12 months ago and won 2 rounds of our saddle bronc riding in the Federation Rodeo Challenge. And here tonight it's Wrangler's Cadillac Cowboy. Tom Kerr, a property manager from Tumut here in New South Wales. He placed in the competition here last night. Good luck, Cowboy. This is Wrangler's Cadillac Cowboy. Yes, sir. Hey, look at this, Sydney. Watch this horse buck. Oh, the kid from Tumut. The kid from Tumut makes it look easy. And David Kelly puts him on the arena surface. Folks, how about it? Come on, show your appreciation for these kids. I mean, this is the biggest rodeo in the country. And he's so cool, he's so calm, he's so collected. And once again, we'll crunch the numbers. Well, survey says here tonight, brand new leader, Sydney, 80 points. How about it? Well, 80 points, and then there was one. One to go. Tim Hemmon wanted to re-ride. Well, quickly we have here tonight the man that is currently leading the saddle bronc riding, Tom Kerr, Wrangler's Cadillac Cowboy. Great horse, Tom.
Yeah, mate, it's the first time I've been on that little mare. She's a cracker. I've been wanting to get on her for a long time.
I tell you what, just one more quick question. How good's this crowd here tonight? They really pump you up, don't they?
Mate, riding in a stage like this, it's second to none. It's awesome.
Well, we're about to find out if 80 points will win you the competition here tonight, because we have got Tim Hammond, the final man to go out of the Thomas Cook Clothing rodeo chute right now, chute number 1. The cowboy from Tumbarumba. As we said, he's ridden at the highest level, not only here in Australia, but in the United States of America and Canada. He brings that international experience here to this year's Wrangler Federation Rodeo Challenge. So right now, he's not too worried about the score that is leading the competition. He just wants to get his horse covered and show off his riding ability and riding style to our professional rodeo judges. Western Way is the horse that he has drawn here tonight from the Gill Brothers Rodeo Company. Well, here is a rematch for this cowboy. Been on this horse on a couple of occasions, and each and every time they have combined for a great score. His brother Cody Hammond will be one of our protection athletes in our bull riding coming up very, very shortly. All right, Tim, the stage is yours. Well, here we go. Come on, Tim. Set your feet, cowboy. Western Way. Well, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. Got him up? Well, he's up, ladies and gentlemen. He will receive a score. Western Way. You can see why he's named Western Way. He is wild. He is Western. He cuts a pattern here tonight in our Wrangler Federation Rodeo Arena right now as we do the mathematics. The numbers will filter through. We're going to score a 73 points here tonight for the cowboy called Hammond, 73. And ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, as they leave our arena here tonight, can you please give our Wrangler pickup team a big round of applause, Peter and David Kelly. Well, we've got a very, very special giveaways right now. You can see these ladies making their way over to the fence. If you hold a yellow Wrangler card, come down to the front of the fence and you can receive these wonderful giveaways. And if you are holding a pink Wrangler card, you are our fan of the night. So come on down, boys and girls. Roll up here tonight at the Sydney Royal Easter Show. And a big thank you to Wrangler. Remember to find out more, hop on their website. That is Wrangler Western. Well, as we come back to the steer wrestling event right now, we're getting set to go with the final section. Well, it's 4.5 seconds. Glenn Chape leads the event. Andrew Atkins will be our first man to go here in the second section. And the quick little chestnut horse that he rides here tonight, he'll be hazed by the leader of the event, believe it or not, Glenn Chape. All right, let's watch the Riverston. He's a farrier. This is Andrew Atkins. Power and strength, Andy. He got him done. That's all you've got to do here in the Wrangler Federation Rodeo Challenge. Catch your steer, put him on his side. It sounds so easy, but oh so hard. 5.6 seconds tonight. Well, 5 and 6 in the second money's here tonight, 5.6. Well, the next steer is loaded into the box here tonight as we welcome Brett Wilson, number 6 in the draw, from Coolman in the Riverina of New South Wales. Be hazed here tonight by Sandra Martin. Well, Brett unfortunately didn't quite have the round he was hoping for here last night. He's going to reset, recalculate, and look to get that great slick time on the board. He knows he's got the horse, he knows he's got the steer, and he's got this wonderful surface here at the Sydney Royal Easter Show to do it on. Here is Brett Wilson. Come on, Brett. You betcha. The man from Coolaman. A veteran in our steer wrestling here this year. He's a leader, not a follower. And we have a time of 6.4 seconds. And then there were two. Two to go here in the fifth round tonight. In Australia's richest and most prestigious rodeo, the Wrangler Federation Rodeo Challenge. We welcome the big long-legged kid from Goulburn here in New South Wales. This is Lane Mansell. I'd like to welcome Dad Rod and Brother Joel to this year's Sydney Royal Easter Show, and Brother Joel will be the hazer. Lane Mansell, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, is getting set, the 23-year-old cowboy in the prime of his life, in the prime of his rodeo career. Can he lower the time? We're about to find out. Well, the steer decided that he wouldn't play the game here tonight and just sits up on him, folks, and he comes out over the dashboard on his galloping horse. But Sydney, can you please give that cowboy from Goulburn a big round of applause? It might make him feel just a little bit better. Thanks very much, Sydney. Thank you. You're a wonderful crowd here tonight. One to go. One man remaining. And as we look to the big scoreboard here in the Giant Stadium, 4.5 seconds. Glenn Chape, the Corinda Western New South Wales cowboy, leads the race. As we move to the man that has been competing here at the Sydney Royal Easter Show for the best part of the last 20 years. This is Jade Smith. Jade Smith was second here last night with a time of 4.7 seconds. Well, the equation is quite simple. Be quicker than 4.5, have no penalties, and you will be the champion tonight. It sounds easy. Let's see what he can do. The cowboy from the town of Scone, S-C-O-N-E, the horse capital of Australia, is where this cowboy calls home. Joel Mansell will give him a good delivery as the hazer. Now looking for that steer to stand in that forward motion. This steer just trying to break Jade's concentration, but he's a very, very experienced cowboy that knows what it's like to compete at the highest level in Australian rodeo. Go now, Jade. You betcha. He gets him done. Make no mistake about that. And once again, as we look to the clock here tonight, a time of 5.6 seconds, 5 and 6. Well, we have here with our winner here tonight for round number 5 of our Wrangler Federation Rodeo Challenge, Mr. Glenn Chape. Glenn, congratulations. 4.5 seconds, the winner here last night and backing up here tonight. It must feel so good to be back here at this year's Sydney Royal Easter Show.
Yeah, mate, it is. It's really nice to be back and everything's looking pretty good so far. So
I tell you what, that great horse that you ride called Brody, geez, he's been a good horse for you for a long time, hasn't he?
Yeah, mate, we've had him for a few years now and he's, yeah, we like him a lot. He's helps me out a lot.
Well, to be a good steer wrestler, you need a good horse, don't you?
Yes, you do. If you can't get there before him, you can't beat him.
All the best for the final round here tomorrow night and have a great evening here at the Sydney Royal Easter Show, and congratulations to you and all our fellow steer wrestlers. You've done a mighty job here tonight once again.
No doubt we will. Thank you. Same.
Folks, that's Glenn Chape, the winner of the steer wrestling here tonight with a blistering time of 4.5 seconds. Well, Sydney, we're about to draw the curtains on our Wrangler Federation Rodeo Challenge here tonight, but we still have one special event coming your way here on this beautiful Easter Monday at the Sydney Royal Easter Show. So I'm going to ask you, boys and girls, ladies and gentlemen, are you ready for the bull riding? Well, Sydney, these guys and these bulls are going to feed off your electricity. Let's try that one more time. Let's be a little louder. Sydney, are you ready for the bull riding? Well, it's great to welcome into the arena here tonight our protection athletes. This is Cody Hot Dog Hemmon and Josh Burks. And now we are getting set to go with our first bull rider. This is Kelsey Pavlo from Turin, Victoria, the bull rider that was second here last night in round number 4 of our Wrangler Federation Rodeo Challenge. Tonight, he has drawn Wrangler's Resurrection. Now, the bull riding, if the first guy rides, they all ride. That's a great, simple analogy when it comes to the terms of bull riding. But, folks, they can't ride if it's too quiet out there. So when the gate cracks, I want to hear everybody here in the Giant Stadium cheering this Tura bull rider on to get him across the line. Let's ride. Well, Wrangler's Resurrection. Once again, the bull rider must ride him for 8. He must keep his free hand clear of that bull right throughout the course of the 8 seconds. Unfortunately, I hate to be the bearer of bad news here tonight. My 2 professional rodeo judges, Dale Carter, Rob Bandy, telling me he was down. Unfortunately, the Victorian bull rider will not be successful in round number 5 tonight. Well, it's a bullseye. Rodeo shooters where the action will come to us from next. This is Lane Mellors. Lane Mellors, ladies and gentlemen, 2018 Australian Rookie Bull Riding Champion. 2018 Canadian Rookie Bull Riding Champion. He's from Gracemere in central Queensland, just outside of the beef capital of Rockhampton. And the bull that he has drawn here tonight, this is Dirty Money. Well, Lane Mellors is looking to win some clean money here tonight. Let's see if he can start off his campaign here at the Sydney Royal Easter Show in fine fashion. This bull can go left, he can go right. Let's watch the kid from Gracemere ride. Well, the bull goes right. The bull goes right and bucks the cowboy called Mellors to the ground before the 8-second whistle. How about a little pick-me-up, Sydney, here on this Monday night for Lane Mellors? Come on, let me hear it from you. Well, 2 out, 2 to the ground. We're looking to change it up. We're looking to get our first 8-second qualified ride as we're going to roll to the furthest end of our rodeo arena here tonight. We're going to go to Cody Fraser. Cody Fraser from Wilmington in South Australia is where he calls home. Tonight it's Little Rascal. From the Gill Brothers Rodeo Company, well, this bull, he is quick, he is slick, and he has got a fiery attitude. I mean, anything that gets in this bull's road, he will run over the top of him, run clean over the top of him. So Josh Burks and Cody Hammond will have to be on their game. These 2 guys are going to have to be quick here tonight if this bull rider gets in trouble. He's a son of one of the greatest cowboys this country has ever produced in Scott Fraser, who dominated rodeos in all disciplines in the 90s. Through to the early 2000s. This man is looking to follow on in his father's footsteps. You talk about a man that was born to rodeo. Cody Fraser, let's ride South Australia. Well, once again, the work of Cody Herman and Josh Burks right there on the spot. A man was in trouble and they take the bull away, and that's why they are 2 of the toughest men on the face of the planet. But the kid from Wilmington in South Australia, he's still only a kid, will walk away out of the Giant Stadium here tonight unsuccessful. Well, then there was 2. That's how the competition stands as we speak right now. As we go to the Thomas Cook Boot and Clothing Company shoot right now, we're going to go to Sean Berg. A Singleton, New South Wales, Hunter Valley cowboy. And the bull that he has drawn here tonight is Red Redemption. Well, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls out there, are you enjoying our Wrangler Federation Rodeo Challenge here tonight? Let me hear from you. Well, we need a score. We need a score on the board. And can the Singleton Bull Rider change the tune here tonight on Red Redemption? This bull has been solid over the first 4 nights of our Wrangler Federation Rodeo Challenge. So boys and girls, ladies and gentlemen, when that gate is released here tonight, I want you to cheer for this cowboy. You can cheer for the bull too. You can cheer for both of them because we want these two great champions to combine. Sydney, here we go. Well, Red Redemption, too much experience. He's that quiet you can nearly pat him, folks. Unfortunately here tonight, Sean Berg dislodged, no score. He might look quiet, but he does have an attitude. These bulls, they can turn on a spin of a dime. You wouldn't think a bull there. That bull there probably weighs about 828.5 kilos, and he can spin on a dime. He might look like a gentle giant, but believe me, he is bad attitude as we are moving to the final man, Sydney. This is the final man here tonight. Now, this is a cowboy that goes by the name of Willis. This is Bo Willis from Bowen in Queensland. And the bull that he has drawn here tonight called Big Friendly Giant. Now, 80 points were the numbers here last night. All right, Sydney, I want everybody in the house now to clap their hands, stomp their feet, make some noise. Come on, Sydney. We need to lift it up here tonight. Come on, everybody. Let's make some noise because we want to get the final bull rider across the line. Come on, Sydney, let's make some noise. Raise the roof here tonight in the Giant Stadium. The Bowen Cowboy about set. Let's go. Come on, Sydney, help this guy. Well, he looks disgusted, that bull. He looks disgusted. And ladies and gentlemen, Bo Willis, he is disgusted as well. Unfortunately, here tonight, we talk about a disqualification. His free hand has come in contact with that bull before the 8-second whistle. But, folks, how about we give all of our bull riders a big round of applause here tonight and all of our livestock. I mean, simply superb. Unfortunately, our rodeo producers, the Gill Brothers Rodeo Company from Upper Horton, New South Wales, will be the victors in the bull riding here tonight. Well, we have some very special presentations to take place here in our Wrangler Federation Rodeo Arena. Because our winner and runner-up of all of our events here tonight will receive a wonderful Wrangler prize pack. And we welcome back into our rodeo arena here tonight, representing Wrangler. Of course, we have Mr. Lachlan Cook and his partner Nina. So wonderful to welcome them into our rodeo arena here tonight. Also, great to welcome down here into our rodeo arena here tonight, of course, our ringmaster councillor, Mr. James Angus. So we will have those presentations here very, very shortly. Well, of course, congratulations to our second place getter in our bareback riding here tonight, Jared Oversby. Congratulations, Jared, 78.5 points, and our winner of our bareback riding here tonight with that massive score of 88 points, Jared McCain. So congratulations. And we make the presentation. We'll capture this wonderful moment down here with our photographer from Bootface Photography. And now it will be for the steer wrestling, saddle bronc riding. Okay, so we will make the presentation for the saddle bronc riding. And congratulations, of course, Tom Kerr 80 points here tonight. He is the winner. And our second place kidder, Brad Pearce. Great to have Brad here at this year's Sydney Royal Easter Show and taking out second place with 79 points here tonight. Now we make the presentation for our steer wrestling, and of course our winner here tonight, Glenn Chape, 4.5 seconds, and second place with that blistering time of 4.7, Jade Smith. So congratulations, guys. Our first and second last night, first and second here tonight. We'll look forward to see what happens here tomorrow night in the sixth and final round of our Wrangler Federation Rodeo Challenge. And it's been great to have Mr. Lachlan Cook and Nina down here in the presentation area. And also a big thank you to the Thomas Cook and Wrangler Australia Managing Directors Murray and Sue Cook, who have been watching our wonderful live stream. And we thank everybody out there watching on live stream going right around the world. So ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, that does draw the curtains here tonight in our Wrangler Federation Rodeo Challenge, night number 5. One to go. Who will be the champions for 2022? We will find out here tomorrow night, commencing at 6 p.m. Until then, enjoy your Easter Monday here at the Sydney Royal Easter Show. It's a very good evening from all of our rodeo competitors.